Today we're going to talk about light. Today's experiment is called a light wand. And while it may seem like magic, I assure you it's not. It's science. Using science, people utilize light in many, many ways. Solar panels catch light and change it into other kinds of energy, such as heat or electricity. Light bulbs and LEDs convert electricity into light. Lighthouses use light to warn and direct ships away from the shore so they don't crash. Light is used to create moving picture shows on our televisions and computer machine boxes. Light has so many wonderful applications. What is light? Light is a form of energy called electromagnetic radiation. Big word. But don't let the word radiation scare you. Most light is harmless. Just make sure to wear sunscreen and do not get into a staring contest with the sun. Otherwise, you could go blind, or worse. There are actually many types of electromagnetic radiation. Radio waves, microwaves, infrared light, visible light, ultraviolet light, X-rays, and gamma rays. But today, we are only focusing on the light we can see, visible light. It is this visible light that makes it possible for us to see the world around us. Where does light come from? The largest and most common source of light is our very own sun, which is a massive ball of flaming gas. Other sources of light include smaller stars, fire, and lightning. Even some animals can create their own light. We live in an amazing world. Light is created mostly in two ways, electrical or chemical. But how does light get from its source to my eyes? Since light is a kind of energy, light is always moving. It moves in waves, generally in straight lines, until it hits another object. Our light wands use electricity to produce light through the LED, which stands for light emitting diode. Light does many very necessary things. One of them is to make it possible for us to see. We see because light bounces off and hits our eyes. However, when light hits an object, it can act in a few different ways, depending on what material it is made of. It will either be absorbed, reflected, or bent. Some objects light can actually travel through. Objects like clear glass and plastics, which are transparent materials, let a lot of light pass through them. While objects like frosted or colored glass, tissue paper, and diamonds are translucent materials. Some light passes through, but not a lot. Other objects, such as your body, trees, and rocks, are opaque materials. These objects block almost all light from passing through. Bonehead. When an object blocks light, we can see a shadow. When light rays travel towards a material, they move in parallel lines. If light rays bounce off a very smooth material, they keep traveling together in parallel lines, causing a reflection. If they bounce off of a rough surface, they move away in all directions, scattering the light in different directions and causing no reflection. Sometimes light gets reflected in funny ways that bend the light. This is called refraction. Just look at a drinking straw in a glass of water. It looks bent in a weird way. This happens because the light passing through the water slows down more than the light passing through the air, causing the light waves to change direction in different ways. So, to our eyes, the straw looks like it's bent. Amazing!
Hello children, it is I, Professor Stephen Bonaparte, bringing you the Light Wand project by laboratory assistants Meredith and Anthony. Enjoy!
Hi, I'm Meredith, and we are going to be making a STEM project today.
And I'm Anthony, and I'm her pawpaw.
Today we are going to be making a lights on, lights off light wand. Step 1. Slide the light onto the side of the craft stick with one prong on each side of the stick. The shorter metal the prong should be on the bottom side, and the longer metal prong on the top. Step 2. Carefully peel off and attach the longer strip of copper and tape so that it covers most of the longer prong. Press the tape down the length of the stick and have the rest fold over on the back. Broke.
It's alright, as long as if it breaks, we can just lay it on top of it.
Okay. Step 3. Flip the stick over again and carefully peel off and attach one of the shorter strips of copper tape so it covers most of the shorter prong. There should be a gap between the two metal tapes. Step 4. Place the battery on the bottom of the short copper tape with the plus sign face up and attach the clip as shown in the photo. The clip binders will be pointing towards the light on both sides. If you press on the battery with the clip blinders, it should light up. It might flicker because the battery is not taped down yet. If it doesn't light up, make sure that the plus sign is face up. You may also need to press down on the conductive tape around the light to get a good connection.
There you go. Be sure to mash it down good so it's making good contact with everything.
Step 5. Once you've tested that your light can turn on, then wrap the battery around an electrical tape. Be sure to leave the room for blinder clip to touch the battery as shown in the photo. Firmly wrap the press down on the battery for good. Contact. The blinder will be your switch. Lights on, lights off. Great job. I'm Meredith,
And I'm Anthony.
and thank you for joining us.
The wand uses a circuit to produce light through the bulb. The battery is the energy source. The copper tape is the conductor of the electricity, and the LED light is proof the conductor is working. The binder clip acts as the switch, and when the clip touches the battery, the circuit is complete. Lights on. And when the clip is removed from the battery, power no longer reaches the light, and the circuit is broken. Lights off. Without light, we couldn't see. Without sunlight, plants couldn't make food either. If there were no plants, all the plant-eating animals would die. Then, all the animals that eat those animals would die too. We all need light.